Hi everyone, welcome back to Nettie's Down Under. Well, I like to bake and I normally like to do things in bulk because I find it's a lot easier for me with my bad hands because I suffer with osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis in both hands and they are in a bad mess way, but nothing stops this young lady. Right, so far over the weekend I have made rum balls without the rum. I have used coconut, some it's just a set of bits and pieces of it. Also, I have made another one. I used plain biscuits, but I put cocoa powder with it. And then I rolled them out and I put hundreds and thousands, either chocolate or mixed colour. The next thing I made scones. As my American friends call scones, biscuits. My scone. You could do them with all the extra flavours in them or plain. We like, I don't know most of my Aussie friends do, but I like them with strawberry jam and cream. And the best thing to go with it is a pot of tea. Good Danish cuppa. Yum, yum, yum. So now what's next I'm going to make? Sorry about my clock in the background. As I'm going to make cinnamon scrolls from scratch. First of all, I need to make the dough. So what I'm going to do, I need 2 cups of plain flour, or as my American friends will call it, all-purpose flour. Right. This flour I use, guys, I tell you, it's the best ever. It is very costly here in Australia for it, but it's worth it. I get the big 5 kilo bag because of my loving for baking and for my trying to make bread and stuff. Now I'm just going to get 2 cups of flour. I'll just pick this up again, and I'm going to show you what I use to sift my flour. You don't need no fancy sifter or one of those ones, round ones. Get your strainer. Yep, you're seeing right. A strainer. With a strainer, it is much quicker to get through it. And I find it, oops, I've got to dry it yet. It's easy, very easy. I actually, I picked this up. A bit more dry. I got this picked up at a second-hand shop or an op shop. So all I do, Mummy, this is going to be so fast. I'll show you how quick this will go. I'll bring it all closer so you can see. Ready? Right. Watch this for speed, everyone. Watch. You can either shake it or you can tap, or be lazy like me. You can use this way. Gets very quick. But I actually like to give it a good shake because it gives enough time to get all the lovely lumps out of it as well. So there goes one. Now this flour I'm using is actually, it's a baking flour. I'm not kidding. I love it. And I'm not joking. It's not that cheap neither, but everyone has their own type of stuff they like to use. Okay, there goes second cup, it goes. Give that a good old shake too. Now, I'm not kidding. The reason why I picked this one up to use because of my hands. And you know how some sisters you have to go squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. My hands can't do that no more. So I'm learning now to get around things. It's going to be a lot easier for my hands. Rightio. Beautiful. That's done. I'm just going to pop this over the sink. Right, so that's beautifully sifted. Oh, look how soft and sifted it came out. And that's just through a strainer. It's the same thing there. So let's put my lovely measuring cup back up there. My next step I need to do is 2 teaspoons of caster sugar. Now, where do I put my teaspoons? That's one. Where's the other one? There it is. I'm going to show you something. This precious tin was brought by my beloved hubby, Frank. Look at this. I don't know how much he paid for it, but he found it in the supermarket. And now all I do now is I get the El Cheapo caster sugar. I won't tip it in the tin because it's easy just to keep refilling up with bags. So let's pick between you 2 teaspoons of caster sugar. Oh, my caster sugar is starting to go down low. All right. Yep, that's not far off to be replaced. I'll pop my lid back on so I know where it is. Next ingredient he's asking me to do. Oopsie. Don't touch it, Bo. Good boy, Bo. Good boy. Sorry about that, guys. Is 2 teaspoons of salt. Well, I'm going to tell you guys, I'm not a big salt person, so oh, I can't open it. I'm just going to give it a big old shake it into the container, into it. I won't eat a lot, put a lot in, because the reason is that I'm not a big salt person. So let's try 1. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. What are you doing that for? Oh, because I can't find my other salt container. I don't have anything fancy weighing salt like some people do when they do cookings. Check my salt container out though. Isn't that pretty? I picked this up in a junk shop for 50 cents. It's amazing what you can find. Next is asking me to put 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Funny story about baking powder. When I was a kid, my mum tried to explain to us what baking powder was, and you know what she used to call baking powder? Gunpowder. The reason why? Because my mother, her scones were 3 times bigger than me because of this. I don't know how she did it, but she did it. Alright, so we'll go 1, 2, and a bit, just in case. Alright, next thing I need to do, I need 1 1/4 cup of thickened cream. So I think I had the 1/4 cup. Hang on, I need to get to the light. Now that's a 1/2 cup. That's the wrong fella I want. I want this one. I know that. And yes, this one. Sorry, I did have it ready. So, my thickened cream. I like to give my cream a bit of a shake, just in case it's kind of settled to the bottom, and then you get all of that loveliness to the top. So here we go. This is going to be 1. I think this is going to be the 1/4 cup first. So 1/4 cup. Whoa, I wasn't right at all. It's getting there. I'll let it drip, 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 drip. All right. Just need a little bit more. Hey, you're going to laugh how I open by. I can't open like normal people do. So this is going to take me a while. It's what happens when you have bad hands. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. And really, I got it open was through a tea towel. But now, I'm telling you now, my hands is very sore because I had to do it that way. Okay, in Australia, guys, we have like a safety seal on our milks and our creams and stuff now. And it's quite simple to take off. All you do is just pick up, see these plastics in here, pick this up. And really pull it hard, trying to open it. Yes, I know, I have a big struggle on little things that's so simple to use. I'll finish this off with it. There we go. There's one. I'll pop it on top of that. And my other cup of cream I need. Oh, got enough to make some more, little bit more. Okay. Beautiful, I'll pop that over there. So that's everything I put in. Now what I do, I have to mix it. I don't use no mixer, no beater, no nothing. Where's my spatula? Back in a minute. Bo? I use my spatula so I can get everything put in together. And once I can combine it, I'll just mix it all in together with my hands. Right, you see, I'm just going to show you something. With a plastic dish, I find it, right, it cleans easier than a steel one. You know, I only picked this up in the second-hand shop only for $1. And I tell you, I'm a bargain hunter. If I can find something that's cheap and I need it, I'll grab it. Because what I've been using my other dishes for is because what happened is that it's the time of that year now, and I want to keep my birds water good for them. And I like to use little containers. I normally just grab whatever I can and I fill it up with water for them during the summer months. So now what happens is, right, that we mix this all together and then make sure it's okay. Make sure it's all that lovely flour is in with the mixture. Now, where I get my recipes from, you asking? Well, I go online and I look for them. And at that stage, my printer was working. Now my printer doesn't. And you know what, guys? I really miss my printer. Oh, yeah. All right. Oh, okay. This is beautifully doughed up. So who says, right, you need to like put a beater on or something like that? Ah, no, garbage. The old-fashioned way. They never used to have them, remember? No such thing. Nope. I'm going to show you now what my dough looks like. Could you imagine, right, if I pop yeast with this, I could get a loaf of bread and some buns out of it without the what I put in, the baking powder. No, I could still do it with all of it, except without the cream. I just use a little bit of water and just gradually move it in. Rightio. Now I just need to knead this dough a bit. I have got a board down there, but I'm not, because I'm doing it on my own. It makes it a bit awkward. So, all right. Now I just want to. So what I've done, because it doesn't have no yeast in it, you don't need to let it set and rise. I'll chuck it back in there. Right, now for the filling, that's totally different. So what I need to do, and I forgot to pull them out, is I'll go and get my ingredients for that. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, the next step is called the filling. We need 1 tablespoon of butter, but before I use my tablespoon, I need it to do it with other things. All right, so we need 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. I just need to open this up a bit more so I can get to it. My brown sugar, it's a little bag. So it doesn't get used too much, but it lasts us a long time. Okay, there goes 1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoons of brown sugar. Now I'll just put my little thing on. I want to show you something that's very handy to have. See these? I got these online as a packet of 10 for about $1.20 to $1.30. They were really cheap and they're very handy to have. Okay, so there goes 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. Next thing it's going to ask me for is 1 tablespoon of milk. Doesn't matter what kind, skim or full cream. It has to be milk. So let's go. I got it into a little scoop for myself. I'm ready to measure. Whoops, spilled some in. Doesn't worry. Okay, next thing it's going to ask me, for 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter melted. So, make sure I do this right again. 1 tablespoon. Ah, superb. I cut that right when I was at the stove. That goes in. stick that back on my little potables. Put that there. Next thing it's going to ask me to do, oh, I forgot what that was for. Never mind, I'll tip it back out. It's going to ask me for 1 tablespoon, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Now where did I put my, oh, there it is, my cinnamon. Now this cinnamon that I get it out of my local IGA store, and it lasted for such a long time. So how many is it again? Make sure I read right. 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. 1, 2. I don't level it, I just guesswork it just in case. Do you know what's nice with cinnamon? Custard. Just put a teaspoon of cinnamon with custard or with porridge. Okay, next step I have to do, I need to get a 1/2 cup of icing sugar. Let me see if I find my half. That's my 1/3, 2/3, 3/4. Wrong one. Just keep on looking for my little buddy. There he is. Right. Now all I need to do is put in 2 cups of icing sugar. Rightio, so 2 cups of icing sugar. Which one will I use first? Because I've got 2 packets open because I forgot. No, I'll stick with this one because that one looks much better for it. I need to find my little spoon so I can spoon it all into it. Alright, because I'm going to give it, actually I might need to pour it. Sorry guys. Sorry this is a long video, but I just want to share what I love to do in my spare time. And I'm not kidding, I'm loving it. If you saw what I'm using, you'd be like, oh Nettie, fantastic, that's who I am. Right, that's 1/2. What's it asking? Sorry. Yeah, 1/2 cup of icing sugar. Put it with that mixture I just done. Then I've already got the milk in. Yep, done all that. Then what do you have to do? Make sure. Sorry, I look so I'm looking very messy while I'm trying to cook. Right, I just need to flip my page over so I know what I'm doing. I'll just pop this up here. I'll come back down to my, what it says me to do next. Just pop everything out of the way. Yes. But just let me clean up this bit of a mess for a minute and then I'll come back to you. Okay. I need that knife because that's handy to have. Alright, here we go. Over there. Now I need to turn the page over what I'm doing. Oh, pardon me. Alright. Now all I have to do now, I need to mix that all up together to combine it. And I'll show you what's next to it, okay? Hang on a minute. I just need to flip my cooking book over. This cooking book, you know, Frank started this up many years ago. And we used to make a lot of our stuff out of that. I just need to go and get the wooden spoon. Alright. I've got my wooden spoon. Now I'm just going to make it and it all binds together. So all you do is you just mix it, okay? And I should have really just sifted the icing sugar, but I forgot to do that, didn't I? But never mind. And I'll show you what it looks like. I know it's going to look awfully coloured. See, look. Yeah, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to really continue mixing that up a bit. And then I'll get the pastry out next and I'll show you what I did with the rest of it, okay? Alright, yeah, have I got the oven on? Yes, I've got the oven on. It is a bit fiddly, okay? But I can guarantee you, right? It's damn delicious to eat. It's very delicious to eat. Right, there's that done. So what I need to do now is keep moving everything out of the way. I'm not one of those type of people that has flashy, you know what, like cutting boards and everything. It'd be nice to have one. So what I do, I use my glass board. And if you're thinking, Nanette, where'd you get your glass board from? The local op shop. Yep, beautiful. I love my local op shop. It's has a lot of good cheap stuff for the kitchen to use, and I find that it's a good discount. Everybody else says, oh no, it's too expensive place, but it's depending who you see on the day that's at the cash register. So what I just done, I just floured my little chopping board a bit, and then I spread all the beautiful flour over it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring this down a bit so I can show you what I'm doing next, okay? Because, oopsie, because you really need to know what's the next progress is. So I'll be back. Okay, I don't know if you can see or not. I'm going to need to move this. My board's been floured. I'm just going to grab my homemade pastry again. It's not that difficult to do. There's one item missing I need. Where I put, oh, there it is. So what I'm going to do, I'll be back. I need to flour my rolling pin. Now, the reason why I flour it for, it's just need to do it lightly. It makes it easy to roll out. So what you need to do now, we need to roll this out as much as we can, so I can show you the next step. Roll this out. I just need to come back for a minute. Hang on. Oopsie, sorry for that. I'm just running around with very short shorts on at the moment because the temperature's been really hot all day today. Yeah, really hot. Oh. Alright. I need to move that. And I need to put it on my next bench top I have underneath my board. I'll hop that out of the way. So what I need to do, I need to keep going and keep rolling it out until it gets to a certain length, because what I have to do, I have to roll it. So what I'll do, I'll come back, okay, when it's done. Okay, that's been done. I've just rolled it out the best I can with my hands. So I just need to tip you over a bit more. Hang on, I'll just move my lovely kettle for a minute. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you the next step. The next step is, you know, your cinnamon mixture I made? Right, what we need to do, we need to get it all over here. Now, I only got one brush, so I'm just going to tip what I can out, and I'm just going to spread it over the best I can. So pour that bit of more cinnamon sugar over it. It's like making a pizza base, you know. You just have to keep on getting it on like a pizza. Just treat it like a pizza base. And then the next step is you grab it and roll. You just trying to roll it as much as you can. But what happens is that all that cinnamon, as you can see, there it goes there. So what I need to do, I need to keep on going because I know what's going to happen. I'm just going to pop this on. See how we go. So there's all my cinnamon mixture. It is absolutely delicious. Now the reason why you need it on a little bit more, because when you roll it right, you're rolling it and rolling it and rolling it. Just keep some back if you can. just in case you like a little bit extra flavouring on top. Alright, so what I'm going to try to do now is I'm going to try to roll it. So the more I roll it over, the more that cinnamon is going to go onto the layers. So I'm just going to pop a bit there. Yeah, just to give that extra yumminess. I'm not kidding, guys. I love things like this. I made this a few times, you know, when Frank was around. So let's just keep on rolling it, and rolling. Then I'll come back. Hang on for a tick. Okay, back. Just keep rolling it until it gets all up together the best you can. And then the best things is to do with them is to cook them into a glass casserole dish. And then what I do with my casserole dishes, pop that there, pop that, bring this back. Sorry about my ugly looking shorts. Okay, I've got a big mess to clean up. I just keep going until I can get it nicely flat right around the whole lot. Then what I do next is I grab my casserole dish. I'm not bloody fancy, nothing. Get a plastic bag and cover it with a bit of butter, because that will help it from not sticking or anything. I don't know if you all remember the days like this where your mums or your grandmas used to use like a paper brown bag and used to butter her containers to make sure nothing stick. Just make sure it's nicely stick, because the reason is if it's not nicely stick, you're not going to get it out. Pop that up on my little portable gas stove. Next thing I'm going to do is I need to egg wash it. The reason why I egg wash it for, it makes it goes lovely and brown. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Do you know what? See this leftover egg? I'm not going to use it again because I've got someone down here on me. Just going to make sure it's all nicely coated first. And watch this when I say something. Bo, here you go. Now, Bo will drink all that egg up. It's healthy for him anyway. So what you need to do now is we're going to have to cut it. Okay? Because so I can show you what it looks like. See that? See how the coconut? Yeah. That's the icing sugar thing. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to cut them up small into pieces. That one's going to be nice. The first ones don't normally come out as top notch. But as you further go into the middle of your dough, you can get a lot more out. It says this could give me up to 8 pieces. But being the way it is, with all that brown sugar and coat and everything else, it's just going to get sick. It's not really good if I can put it in. Oh, look at this one. Look at this. See how it's gone on lovely there? Yeah, it's just some days I'm happy to bake for hours. It's just to keep my supply up, because sometimes if I get my visitors and I know when they're coming, I can be ready for them. See, so yeah. And I know that Thursdays I have lovely visitors come to me, and I have a lovely lady who is in her like 70s, and my gosh, she's been treating me like a daughter, and she's absolutely a beautiful lady. I reckon she's absolutely gorgeous. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to try to scrape up all that, if I can. Then cut it again. You know, my dog Bo just drank all that leftover egg wash. I'm just going to go and scrape some back on the bottom again for myself. Yeah, just won't be alone. Be a nice little lonesome fella. Let me see if I can get some of this sugary stuff off my chopping board. Beautiful. Now, because I've done all that and everything else, okay, that's going to take at least 25 minutes to cook. Only one way you're going to know when it's cooked is when the clock goes off in your oven. And later on, I'll come back and I'll show you how it all goes. Alright, anyway, many thanks for watching me doing this crazy bit of baking. I really appreciate it, what yous are all done for me, supporting my little YouTube channel at the moment. It's on 97. I'm quite happy with my achievement that I have. I do love baking, and when I'm in the right mood, I will do it. That's for sure. I know by watching my friend Andrea cook, I've learned a few tips off her, and it's been helpful. Now you're gonna hear me say something funny. Earlier today I was looking for the wax paper. You guys call it parchment paper, whatever it is. I called it that, and I was thinking, oh, oopsie, yeah, okay. But it was still fun. Okay then, everyone, I'm going to catch you later. I'm going to get my cinnamon rolls into the oven, get them cooked, and then I'm going to try one and see how well it turned out. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all later. Bye.